Empty bottles of red wine laying on the floor from last night. We got a little drunk, yeah. Now I'm a little numb. Spending hours by your bedside, talking till it's dark out somehow. Can get you off my.
All right now. Hi you guys. Welcome back to Snack Cackle Talk. I am your host, Lacey.
I am Monica, and I'm already snacking.
I'm not snacking, but I have Dr. Pepper.
I need
My
to pick me up. I'm
look, my
tired.
snack is over there.
That's a good place for it.
I brought cucumber slices.
I'm eating candy. I need a sugar rush.
In some kind. I got that as a side dish, because I ordered a California Club from Jason's Deli. I love that sandwich. And they had that as a side choice. That's okay. I'm not gonna get no chips. I'm not gonna get no chips. I'm not gonna get no chips. Right. So get you some vegetables. I love vegetables, but they're so called steamed. It tastes like thawed out vegetables. It ain't cooked. It's too damn hard.
The steamed vegetables?
Yeah. They're supposed to be steamed vegetables, but they taste like they're straight out the
Package.
out the tray thing that you buy from the store. You just dip it.
You still have that hard crunch.
Yes, very hard. Very hard. I'm like, wait a minute, I thought these were steamed.
Now, let me tell you who has some really good steamed broccoli. I don't know. Well, I thought down here would be the same, but Applebee's has some very good broccoli. Well, the one in Dallas does. The one down here, not so much. But
Applebee's does.
The one in Dallas, oh,
You
it
have to
is
tell-
to perfection.
You have to tell Applebee's here to extra steam it, because other than that, it's
Then
gonna
they
come
may
out
They
crunchy.
may overcook it.
No. They haven't.
But
Well,
one
they
in
haven't
Dallas,
done mine
you
yet.
don't have to tell them to do anything to it. It's just perfect.
Usually when because I always get the same thing every time I go to Applebee's. It never changes, and I get the Alfredo dish, the chicken Alfredo, and I get the one that's got the broccoli in it, and I tell them to extra steam it because I need it extra steam so I can chew it. and and they always have it where the floret be steamed,
Mm-hmm.
and the stem be crunchy. I can deal with that,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But lately, whoever their cook is lately,
He misses
they
something.
stingy with the sauce. They are stingy with the sauce.
But see, I don't have that problem when I eat at Applebee's.
It's usually not like that. Usually it's perfecto. But they have been stingy with the sauce lately. But other than that, because it's always a two meal for me. It's always that's why I get it, because it's always a two meal. I never eat it all.
Usually, anytime I go anywhere, it's a 2 meal for me.
Yeah, I never eat it all. So it's always a two meal for me. So I need it to be very saucy. That way, when I reheat it up, it's still on point.
Yep. Or you can always why don't you get some sauce on the side?
I need them to just have it on cue when they give it to me. I don't need dry when I eat the first time, and then it's extra dry when I
you
eat the
can
second
get
time.
extra sauce, but then before you leave, be like, hey, can I get some?
Does extra sauce cost money?
I don't think so.
Well, I shouldn't have to ask for it if they put it on there the first time. Not matter of fact, if it's
pasta
lacking,
is going to absorb sauce.
I need them to go and fix it. I need them to go and make it right. Okay, y'all. I know y'all see that topic. So I'm gonna try to give some of y'all a little time. We're late getting on here because we was trying to figure out some stuff. And I think I might have figured out how to go live on TikTok.
Tiki-taki.
Now, me going live on TikTok is not for y'all benefit. It's just for me to reach extra people to give myself more exposure. I mean,
And
y'all
be
can
more dramatic.
y'all can get on there if y'all want to. Y'all can get on there if y'all want to. I mean, I figured out how to get on Instagram, but the problem with Instagram is that it does not stay. Oh no, it's fine. You thought you did something wrong? No. She over here messing with this phone over here. Neither one of us are Android users, so I have to learn how to use this little phone over here. But I'm gonna use that little phone to go live on TikTok. So when I do go live over there, just know I'll be talking here and I'll be talking there. I'll be talking here. I'll be talking there.
So we're
Like
gonna
we was doing before. Like we was doing before. Okay, so today's topic is lies, betrayal, and deceit.
Mm-hmm.
When the one you loved the most hurts you the worst. That is our topic.
Yes.
That is our topic. Okay, so we're going to get right on into this.
I kind of should have left that up there. It gave us a little light.
Now I mean, just dark. It gave you the illusion of light because we're not even using that. We're over here.
But it's still just.
We'll turn it back on then.
I can't.
Oh.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I should, every time I do this thing, I should have did the okay, so how we get to that?
Hell if I know. I should have just left them.
Well, let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay. There it is.
Oh,
wait.
That's not it.
Go back. Yeah, every time we get on here, y'all, we be trying to figure some stuff out. We really do.
Oh, boom. There it is.
There it is. Okay, so what you did was you pushed that X right there. Yep. Okay, so it just took it out completely.
I thought it was taking it out of practice mode because it says practice mode is available, and it was that way. So I thought that by me hitting an X, all of the writing would have gone.
Okay, so y'all, we're gonna practice. We're gonna practice with this TikToker over here. I have the business device, and we're gonna try to do TikTok on here. Now, this business device is Android. I am an iPhone lover, but
yeah, me too. I have two of them.
But we got an Android over here because for this line, I didn't want to spend a lot of money getting an iPhone for just a simple business transaction line. So I got an Android, and now I have to go through Android Academy
101
to learn how to use this thing over here. But I will say that this camera on this phone right here ain't playing. So,
it is top tier. It's gonna see every, Never mind. I ain't gonna say nothing.
So it looks like we're using natural light. So I'm just gonna do that. So y'all not on there, but if y'all want to go on there, hey, y'all can if y'all want to. When was I born? Come on now. Oh. I got to get to the right year in order for it to.
Lord.
Okay.
What? Oh.
Huh?
You got to go through all of. Wait, what?
Your selfie will be used to estimate your age.
Well, why ask for?
Okay. Selfie with ID. Share a photo of your valid government.
It's like ID. You setting up a whole account.
Well, there go our use for the day. It's doing too much. So we're not gonna go live on TikTok today.
Not today.
So we just gonna move on. Look, we just gonna look at ourselves in clear mode. There we go.
It's so bright. Ooh, it's kind of too bright. Well, at least we. Ooh,
I'm putting it on you.
What?
Okay,
that's good for putting on makeup. I tell you that. Too bad I don't wear it.
Okay, so everything. And like I said, now I think I might have figured out how to get comments to come up on my screen. So if anybody
Ooh, now I
feeling
can't see.
feeling antsy enough to kind of shoot me a wave or a hi or something like
Oh,
that,
Day Mike.
I'm trying. I just want to make sure that I did in fact figure it out, and hopefully it shows the comments on my stage.
Tell Mr. Wilson too.
Uh, I mean, if he's even logged in,
I know how to get him to do it.
if he's logged in, because he watches me through YouTube. So if he's logged in, he'll see you eating up his candy. He line to come up here.
Please, no, please.
But okay, but our topic today is lies, betrayal, and deceit. When the one you love the most hurts you the worst. Okay, so the reason why that is our topic, well, I'm gonna back it up. If you guys haven't done so already, okay, y'all know the drill. I'm not good at this kind of stuff, but y'all go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. Y'all know the drill. But unfortunately, I still have to kind of solicit myself, get it out there. But y'all go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Okay. But I'm really trying to see if anybody's comment pops up on this feed. But moving right along. Moving right along. Okay, so I am going to see if I can't take myself off of this. Oh, well, look at there. I took myself off the screen without even putting my picture up there. Okay, so.
And it's still showing everything.
Okay, y'all. For those of you that might not know who that is Doug Christie and his wife. I don't know. I already forgot her name.
Let's make me choke.
I already forgot her name. But y'all, Doug Christie is not the father. This man, bless his heart, has been utterly, utterly, utterly betrayed by his own wife.
Mm, mm, mm.
In the most hurtful way that a person can really hurt you. And it's not, I don't even know if cheating is the worst. It's if y'all saw the story, okay, if y'all saw the story that is trending, okay, Doug Christie played, I believe he played for Sacramento basketball team, and his very own teammate, Chris Webber, and his wife made a child together. Now, Christie has fathered this child, Chantel. Is that her name? If I got it wrong, correct me. Okay. I am not a professional here. Okay, but I believe the young lady's name is Chantel, 20-year-old. And Doug Christie has fathered her. Okay. And to find out that he is not the father of this young lady. Now,
okay, wait. Let's back up. Because I'm just now hearing about this story. What came about to where they did a DNA test?
I did not. It was over an hour long segment, and we at work, so I didn't have that kind of time to sit there and just watch it. But I believe he received DNA results that showed that the child was not his.
So the mother,
I think the mother might have had it done, and maybe her assistant gave him the file.
Wow. So she knew all along.
And from my understanding, she knew about she knew that this child was not his since year one.
Trifling.
She knew since year one that he was not the father.
And she's 20?
And she's 20.
Lawsuit.
And so this lie, this deceit, this betrayal is going to cost her $4.6 million.
It should be more than that. Considering I'm quite sure he put everything.
I think he was being generous.
Like I just said, it should be more than that.
I think he was being generous with that lawsuit.
Public humiliation.
Yes. This man has
It sounds like he's just asking for what he has paid for.
Yeah. From my understanding. So he is suing her for paternity fraud, identity deception, and emotional distress. I mean, the emotional distress should have been first, because to say your heart literally sinks.
But she's going to come back with, but she's your daughter. You should love her anyway.
Mm-mm. This all this kind of reminds me of that little story that was trending on Facebook with the young man finding out that he fathered a little girl for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he was at his sister's house. His sister had a gathering, and she invited the little girl over, knowing he was already there.
Yeah.
And so they was having a whole big argument going back and forward. And everybody was like, oh, he shouldn't do that little girl like that. She's just a little girl. It's not the point. Yes, the little girl, unfortunately, she receives all that hurt, but it's her mother's fault.
Yeah.
And that man was not given a choice. Just like Christy right here. He was not given the choice of whether or not he wanted to father Chantel. It was stripped from him. It was hidden. It was taken.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't believe that he.
And then the fact that it was his wife that did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't believe that he would have fathered the child, because being that it was in year 1 of the child being born.
Career.
I think that had he found out then, he would have accepted it more, but possibly he would have left.
Yeah.
I believe he would have left, because he was young enough to just
cut ties
with her and the child, even though he still gained that 9 months of the pregnancy of the connection, and then a whole year after that.
Yeah.
But at least he could have decided if whether or not he wanted to continue.
Yeah. And who's to say that he would not have continued?
Yeah.
Because he had that choice.
Yeah.
And now there's a 20-year-old that's stuck in the middle.
But I believe, due to the circumstances, because all of this is circumstantial, due to the circumstances at which, if he had found out when she was 1, when she realized that the child was not, she knew the possibility upon learning she was pregnant, because she informed Chris Webber. So she knew that there was a possibility between the two. Now, why you can sit here and warn Chris, but you can't warn
your husband?
You know, why didn't you at least tell him? Now, I'm not quite sure if when she got pregnant, if they were already married, and maybe the pregnancy is what led to the marriage.
That's not an excuse.
But no, I'm saying, so I'm not quite sure if like say they was dating but engaged, and they was dating, okay, and she was playing the field between both men.
But you know what?
And then when she found out she was pregnant, she told him, and he engaged to her.
But even back then, they could have taken a prenatal paternity test. Back then, it was a little more shady, maybe a little more risky, but they could have had a prenatal paternity test done back then.
Yeah, because it was introduced. Yeah.
So all of this about him not knowing, she can't say that, well, I didn't know. But you knew year 1, and you could have found out before year 1.
Well, she acknowledged that she knew around year 1.
That's what I'm saying. She knew year 1.
That's the sad part.
And she could have found out before year 1.
That she hid that from Doug. You know what I'm saying? That is so heart-wrenching.
But no, not only did she hide it from Doug, You hid it from your daughter.
Yeah.
You kept her from having a relationship. Well, who's to know that she
Well,
kept
I don't
kept
know.
her from having a
I don't
relationship
know.
from the real father?
I don't know. Now the story basically was kind of saying because they saying that she might even be facing some legal criminal charges for tampering with witness.
As she should.
I think she was trying to pay the daughter to not say anything.
Bribery, as she
So
should.
I think the daughter may have learned that Christy was not her dad, and she was trying to keep her from saying something.
And if that was the case, she should.
But at the end of it all, he and the daughter are the biggest losers in all of this because now she has to try to learn a man she don't know and a man that she know and love as her father. He has to decide if whether or not he's going to keep loving her as his daughter.
If he's a real man, and I'm not saying that he's not, but if he's a real man because he has raised her for this long and she's grown, they'll still have that relationship. And she's at an age now to where if she doesn't want to build a relationship with the man who's her biological father, she doesn't have to because she has a dad in her life unless he pushes her away.
I believe that.
And the only reason why they would need to have any type of connection is for medical reasons.
This is so concerning, and it's actually bigger than what we're thinking because this man is now childless.
I mean, you don't really have to look at it like that because
you have to because
I mean,
he is.
you do, but you don't because he raised her
biologically.
Biologically, yes.
Biologically, he thought he had an heir.
Yes.
Biologically, he thought he had a child. Biologically, he thought he was gonna have potential grandkids.
He can still have grandkids.
Well,
but I mean,
but now
if he want biologically, he won't have any grandkids. But I mean, he can take it a step further because the rearing is done. She's 20. If he wants to make it legal, they can go down and he could. I mean,
oh no. He has in his lawsuit. He wants his name removed.
Oh damn. Oh, so he's done.
He wants
wiped his
name removed off of her birth certificate. He wants his name removed from her, and he wants her to be given her proper name. And it's a lot. So I believe that
you want to know why? Because he's hurt.
Yeah,
and it's the mother's fault. He is hurt.
Yeah. So it's like he is suing for this $4.6 million, and that's a slap on the wrist because, like you said, he's only asking for everything that he paid for.
But who's to say the court won't give him more?
Well, they're going to give him what he asked for.
Not necessarily.
So it's like, man. He's asking for tuition fees for private school, medical bills, health care, housing, clothing, cars, like her daily cost of living that he had to pay for, college fees and dues and stuff like that, car and stuff. Yeah, he wants all that back.
He has everything outlined.
He wants.
Oh yeah, he is done.
He wants all his money back, and he wants her and the real father to pay for it. That's why,
and he has every right.
That's why Chris is pulled into this because Chris knew about it and he was told not to say nothing. She asked him to keep it.
But how can he, as a real man, allow that?
I could see him doing it because he had no intentions with her besides sexually.
But it's not about him. It's about the daughter. It's about his daughter. Think about it.
You're a basketball player. You're worth millions too. So if that excuses you of your financial responsibility, then.
But if you're worth millions, that's a drop in a bucket.
Then yeah, I can see him saying, "Oh, okay, so you don't want me to be responsible for her? Okay, fine."
But you still want to lay up with the mama. While you married to your teammates.
So that's hurtful. I definitely believe that if he had found out when she was 1, he definitely would have walked away. I don't believe he would have stayed. He definitely would have walked away. But now he has a decision to make because he's walking away, definitely. He's walking away, but she's grown now. So it's going to be between the two of them to decide if they want to continue being connected.
So, do you think that over time he might kind of come around because he's raised her?
I think so, but it's going to take for
Counseling?
it's going to take counseling for him, definitely for both of them.
Yeah.
And it's just, this is so sad. This is so sad. I really feel for this man, because clearly the love was there.
On his behalf,
Clearly,
maybe not hers.
clearly the love was there. And I think she just made the conscious decision to be like, okay, I believe I'm gonna have a better life with him, and don't tell him that you might be the dad.
I mean,
Kind of
it
thing.
makes you think that maybe she was just in it for the money.
Oh yeah, she was
She wasn't
definitely
in it for the love.
for her to be messing around with two basketball players.
How do you know it was only two?
On this, well, we're just gonna say on that team, she was juggling. She was juggling on who was gonna bite first.
That makes you question all of her motives.
Yeah.
Throughout her entire marriage.
She was juggling who was gonna bite first. And it's very hurtful for him to have to deal with what she just put him through. And the only thing that she can do is shed tears. Honey, dry your tears, because this was intentional. You did this intentional.
And then that me, the type of person I am, I would question every tear that fell. Was that real?
You're not
was
crying.
That real?
You're not. Are you crying because you hurt him, or are you crying because you got caught?
Or is that even sincere?
Because what made you want to go ahead and have a DNA test after your daughter got grown? Because she the one had it done, if I'm not mistaken.
Because she knew.
But, oh Lord. Now listen.
Because she knew.
Listen.
She make it hard for the good women that's out there.
Yeah. And
basketball player wife or not.
I wonder how long were they together?
Too long.
Because they could have been together for years before she got pregnant. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
So I mean, stuff like that make you question what she was doing on the away games. Who was at the house?
No, we don't have to question. That's what she was doing.
That make you want to go back and look at all the phone records.
That's what she was doing.
What were you doing on them girls' trips?
That's what she was doing. And he looked like a gentleman. So
when you were out shopping, were you really out shopping?
Yeah, she was shopping.
And what were you shopping for?
She was shopping for the D.
Was that lingerie you bought? Was that really for me? Because I don't remember seeing all that lingerie.
She was shopping all right. Well, yeah. Y'all let me know what y'all think on that topic right there, because man,
trifling biatch.
I tried to get a better photo, but that's Chris Webber. That's Chris Webber. He's at that.
That's a bad photo.
That's a bad photo.
You should have done better.
He's not a bad looking fellow.
Right there, he is.
He's not a bad looking fellow.
Right there,
but
is.
He does look like he has struggled at
hard
some point in his life,
yes.
whether it be with alcohol or whatever it may be, and he wasn't as fortunate as Doug. He does look like that. Yeah, I will say
he struggled. Yes, he did.
Listen, on a more positive note, we got some birthdays on the scene.
I like how you did that.
We got some birthdays on the scene. Now, I thought the information was going to pop up there with him, but since it did not, then that leaves me to have to do it for it. Okay, so let me go to my information. This is Wayne Brady, and he is 53. He looks damn good.
He sure does.
He's 53 years old. Boy.
Wait,
happy birthday.
Is that a recent picture?
I can't say. I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea, but I believe so. I mean, hell, every time
he does look
every
good.
time I look at him, this is how he looks.
Yeah, he does.
So, I believe this is a recent picture. 53 years old. Boy, I tell you, black don't crack.
Well, for some of them.
Well, for those that take care of themselves and ain't on crack, black don't crack.
You want to know who has always looked old?
Don't tell me it's
Morgan
Morgan
Freeman.
Freeman. Now wait a minute now, because I know I saw a picture of Morgan Freeman when he was in his 40s, and he looked pretty good.
He still looked the same. But I guess that's a good thing.
I mean,
he didn't age, but he just
now
looked old.
Now he actually has that I'm a grandfather kind of look.
Yes.
I'm a great grandfather kind of look. He does have that now. But no, look.
I'm just saying
his features didn't waver.
Right. He didn't. He has not aged since then. He looked the same. But that's a good thing.
Okay, and another birthday that we are celebrating. Look at God.
That chocolate.
Now that right here is a handsome man. Now this man has aged gracefully as well. 71.
Damn. Darn.
71. Now that man is fine.
Mm-hmm.
At 71 years old, let me tell you.
He can get it.
Dennis
he looks very good.
Haysbert. I think I pronounced his last name.
He looks very good for his age.
Honey, that voice. Oh my God. Like when he was younger, just imagine how he looks now. And he was always handsome even when he was younger.
Mm-hmm.
And that voice. Oh man. Man. I just wonder if women actually threw their panties at him, just walking down the street and saying hello.
They're gonna be walking, twirling them on his finger, then they just go
like, here, I don't have any panties on.
Okay, Eartha Kitt.
Just walk up and give him a hug and a kiss on the cheek and whisper in his ear, I don't have any panties on.
They're in your pocket.
Man, I'm telling you, that voice, man, woo! The voice alone. And then when you actually see the face to go with the voice,
yep.
That's like an orgasm without actually being penetrated.
What? Somebody said orgasm?
Can I say that on here?
Oh, what?
If I can't, it's too late. It's too late. Y'all, we're not going to last all day on this feed. So I'm just going to say this, that if y'all haven't done so already, if y'all just now hopping on this feed, it was Hot Topic Tuesday.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I was Lacey.
Well, I don't know about her was, but I am Monica.
Our topic was lies, betrayal, and deceit.
A head and arms.
Cause your dark shirt?
Yep.
Blending in with that shelf over there?
With the darkness.
I mean, at least you got little speckles of white in color behind you.
Yep. Now over here, on the other hand, everything is so bright. I gotta give me an Android.
That is very. I have to figure this phone out, but that is a nice phone.
Yeah. You know, and I said I wanted one of those.
Well, just get you one of those.
I think I'm gonna have to get one of those.
Just get you one of those, and then we can sit here and fiddle it out and learn it together. This phone
that's a good camera though. Damn, it is popping.
A Motorola Razr. Yeah. That's a nice. It's got a nice.
I didn't know my cheekbones
camera.
look like that.
And matter of fact, I think I'm gonna use. Now I have all of my pictures that I posted myself have all been made with an iPhone. I'm gonna have to see what this looks like when I make me some photos off of this right here. Look at her. I'm not about to play. I'm not.
And I hate taking pictures, but I take pictures with this phone, girl.
I'm not. But y'all, we're gonna get up. We're gonna sign off of here. I know I had posted some extra stuff that I thought I wanted to talk about today, but I'm not gonna talk about today.
Yep.
Today, We've had enough disturbing news with just Doug Christie and what he's going through with his wife.
Trifling itself.
What he is going through with her. And honey, if she thought about exiting as housewife, she might as well stay her in on there because
she gotta make some money.
She gonna need that money to pay this man back.
Mm-hmm. Half 2.3, and the other half gonna come from old boy 2.3.
One thing I can say is I'm proud that he's not just saying, okay, I'm pissed off that that I had to raise another man's child and stuff like that. I'm glad he said I want my money back.
Yeah.
Because this happened to a lot of men.
And I'm glad that he has it broken down. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad that he has not started slandering her name, because that's the first thing that men do when they get mad at a woman.
Her actions has done that job by itself. Yeah. He don't have to help in that department.
Yeah. But yeah,
her actions did that for her.
Yeah. I too am glad that he said he wanted his money back, because in today's society, if a man is found not to be the father of a child, that's the only way he gets his money back. And I myself, I don't think that's right. I think that it should be automatic. If a woman takes a man to court for child support and is granted child support and later finds out that child is not his, he has to sue her to get his money back. I think it should be automatic.
I agree. It should be an automatic refund.
Just like his wages are garnished, her wages should be garnished in the same fashion.
Yep.
I said it.
Until it is all paid
I
back.
said it. Right is right.
I am a child support recipient, but I'm also married to a man that had to pay child support. So yes.
Yep.
There are a lot of good fathers out here being put on child support for petty reasons. For his reasons, it was because she just didn't want to do.
And usually
she didn't want him to move on, and he had the
ones. It's a lot of them that are taking care of their kids, and the mother will get mad and put them on child support and end up getting less than before they were put on child support.
I mean, that did happen to a celebrity. If I'm not mistaken, it might have been 50 Cent, but it could have been, I could be confusing with somebody else, but somebody had agreed to pay their baby mama X amount of dollars. Mm-hmm. And all her little friends, girl, you get more than that. He acting in this, he acting in that, he making this, he making that. And so she took him to court. Now, he had voluntarily agreed to pay her a sum. And to me, it was a sum that said you ain't got to go work for a check because this is enough. Okay. You going to go and they decreased you all the way down to $60,000 a year.
Oh, well.
And you was mad about it.
Your friends shouldn't have been in your business.
You was mad about it, talking about, well, you're not going to see your son. Honey, that's on you if you don't let me see my son.
That means you'll have him all the time.
That is
you won't get a break.
Yeah.
But yeah, usually that's how it is. You take them to child support, you take them to court for child support, and you end up getting less. And then you get mad because they won't give you more. No, that's your fault. If he agrees to give you more, then kudos to you. But because you took him to court and you're getting half of what he was already giving you willingly, that's on you.
That's greed.
That is on you. Because for one, that man was already taking care of his child. And you got mad or pissed off because he wouldn't do something you want. Oh, well, fine, I see you ain't court. And you end up getting a hell of a lot less than you were already getting.
Yeah, I can see child support being put in place if for any situation that you have a child and the father is not with you, not involved, don't want to be involved, then by all means he needs to help support the child. Okay, I get it. If you're married and you separate, I don't believe that the mother should automatically file for child support. I believe they should share. Especially if you're married. You know what?
I had neighbors that were married and living together. And she had her husband on child support. Child support. The check came to the house. Because she used to call me, Monica, the child support check's supposed to come today. Can you go get it out the mailbox before my husband get home? I'm like, what? She's like, if the mail run before we get home, can you check and get the child support check?
It sounds like her situation might have been he was controlling all the finances,
No.
and that was her way of.
That was not the case.
Oh. Well.
She just wanted to get the check before he did.
Honey, I was a child support recipient, but I did it just for the security of securing my child as mine. I could care less about the money. I even let him set the price. Like, you tell me what you can afford. And when she got in high school,
I was a child support recipient, and that was because he wasn't doing for my son.
No, he in the beginning, no, but in the beginning we were kids. We were still teenagers. We had our kids when we had our daughter when we were 17. You know, not to just put our business out there. We were kids, but it became an issue of custodial. So that's why I did it.
Mm-hmm.
It was insurance for me. But as far as like once she got like in middle school, I started giving her allowances off of it. And then once she got in high school, she got the whole check. I just gave her the whole check. Once she got in high school, you know, do with it whatever.
Yep. Because me, I'm of the mindset where if you know you have a child, I shouldn't have to call you for diapers. I shouldn't have to call you for wipes. I shouldn't have to call you for anything.
Just call and ask, hey, anything on payday. And that's every 2 weeks or every week, however you get paid, once a month, however you get paid. Fathers just need to just show the initiative because it does make a difference. And if a woman wants to put you on child support or not, she may be okay with your attempts. Give her the option to tell you, no, she don't need anything. No, she good.
Especially when you have another child around the same age.
Yeah. So it makes it bad when y'all want to sit up here and drop your seeds everywhere and have no intentions of taking care of none of them. But you're just dropping seeds every damn where. You know.
I know the Bible said, be fruitful and multiply, but damn, come on.
I mean, shit, somebody got to feed them. Because what happens when these mothers don't want these babies you done gave them? I know I went to school with a couple of boys that they got stuck with these babies because these girls did not want the babies. And we were teenagers. So him and his mamas had to take care of these kids because she was like, wait a minute, I wasn't trying to have no baby. You can have it here.
Damn. I mean, darn. Yeah, I'm trying to stop cussing so much. My job did it to me. Why you think that is?
I have nothing to say.
Because you know it's true.
I have nothing to say. But y'all, be careful who you sleep with.
Whew.
Especially when you raw dogging and all that. Be careful. That's all I can say. I told my boys. I told my boys, make sure that the woman you sleep with that you don't mind having kids with, because that's what can happen. If she just the booty call, you better strap it up
2 or 3 times.
That means you have no intentions of fathering a child with her. You need to strap it up. That's how I see it. I told my daughter boyfriend that too. If y'all just trying to just have fun with each other and just be sexual, y'all need to be protected.
Well protected.
She don't know what kind of father you might be, and you don't know what kind of mother she might be.
Or if she have anything.
Yeah. So y'all need to strap it up if all y'all doing is having fun. Ain't nothing wrong with having fun. Just be safe about it if you don't plan on having no kids with that person.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
Yep. And you got to talk to kids early nowadays because they're going to do it regardless. So you can tell them not to, but if they have it in their mind that they're going to do it, they're going to do it.
They're going to do it anyway. But y'all, thank y'all for listening to us ramble.
Talk.
Yeah, we did.
From child support to having protected and unprotected sex. Come back Thursday.
Well, listen, it's too many self-made victims out here. I'm just saying.
On Thursday, we'll show you how to put the condom on the banana.
Listen, you know what? Maybe that could be what we do.
No,
I've never done it.
So Bye. Bye, y'all.
Bye, bye, bye. Maybe we should take it slow. I don't feel too comfortable jumping into something new right now.